Hi guys, it's Sam here with Bargain Hunting Blonde, and today I'm bringing you my June 2022 favorites. So these are all my favorites from June, which has flown by, but before we dive in, I did want to say I appreciate all the wishes for finding a house. We did find a house, which is great. We're under contract and everything like that. All our earnest money is in. Really excited. Did end up, if you've seen my Instagram stories, we have basically a backyard that looks like a park. Like we have a pool, a hot tub, like a playground, grass, planters, a shed, grapevines, trellis, like outdoor eating area, because backyard was like really important to us. But yes, I want to say thank you all so much for your wishes for that, because as you all know, that was a long process, and it could have been even longer. We just happened to luck out that where my agent was from, the company she worked with, there was another listing agent who had a listing coming up in the area we wanted to be in, and she was like, hey, you guys might want to take a look at this, and then we did, and we were able to make a preemptive offer, so we didn't have to do the whole like bidding war thing, which we had already done numerous times before because that was not our first offer. So I'm really excited that that is all ironed out. If you don't see me as much on here, it's because I'm moving all my things, and in the new house I will have I'm turning a room into a closet, which I already have here, but and so that might take me a little bit because I am buying new shelving, which I'm incredibly excited for, because living in an apartment I didn't buy shelves that fit in this room, so I will be getting beautiful shelving for all my handbags, and I'm incredibly excited. Okay, but thank you all for the well wishes. We're gonna dive into favorites. So first I wanted to start out with, I was gifted some jewelry by Italo Jewelry. You guys can see it's very, very cute, and I want to share this with you guys because I have a 20% off discount code. So let's open. I have only opened it to make sure this was like the package was what I thought it was, but other than that I have not looked at it yet. So it does come with a bunch of different little brochures. So you have your silver polishing cloth. So this is all silver jewelry, which is really nice, just because, you know, especially now in the times we live in, we wash our hands a lot, so it's nice to know that you're not going to discolor your jewelry because you're washing your hands all the time. Though I would say, in general, if you're like me, I try to remove all my jewelry before I wash my hands. Just want to make sure that it stays beautiful, but there's that. So this is your jewelry care guide. You have your certificate that it is actually like sterling silver, and it says on there like the different things about sterling silver. I don't really know anything about like jewelry exactly, like, you know, with all the different certificates. I just know you get them. And then we also have how to disinfect your different jewelry products, which actually, that's really nice because, you know, the times we live in, these are things we like to do. And then another thing about this company in general is they do have a 60-day return policy, which is really great. So this just kind of outlines their return policy on here. And then they do have a 1-year warranty behind their jewelry if something was to happen to it. So they talk about how, like, who to reach out to, things that are actually covered, and sending it back and all of that sort of thing, and who you email if you do have an issue with your product. So that's really exciting. So that's all in here. And then you do have the 2 boxes in the box. So like if you were to buy this as a present, you would definitely not need to wrap it. I think it looks really cute the way it is. So first, I will say I did get 2 rings. As you guys know, I am a true life ring addict. I really cannot help myself. So this is the first. Let me show it to you in the box so you can really see it. It's a very bright, like chunky ring there, you can see. And I will put exactly what I got down in the description box below. But I did just get like kind of what I thought was pretty. So you guys can see there. Much more of a chunky ring. I think I might not wear it on this finger. I might wear it on a different finger. Just this is the finger that I put it on to start with. Very pretty. And then the second is in the other jewelry box. Really pretty, like blue boxes. They're nice. It's nice to get a jewelry box because then you can just put other things in it besides the one piece. Oh, I wanted to show you it. I keep wanting to put them on my finger so quickly because I really think they're really pretty. This piece, so this is more of a rose gold look with slight little faux diamonds. They're very pretty. And let me show you it on my finger. You might be able to see it a little better. It does have like 2 different types of stones. It's got like a smaller stone, which you can see, and then a larger, more like baguette shaped stone. I think though I'll probably end up wearing this guy on this finger. I really like pointer finger rings. I know they're not for everyone, but I enjoy them. I find them very fun. And so I did pick up those two. Here, I'll show you them stacked together. Though I do not think that I'd wear them stacked together because it's kind of a lot of bling on one finger and they don't really go together. But you could if you really wanted. And you could also always buy something that you would actually stack together. So thank you so much to Italo Jewelry for sending me both of these pieces. I really appreciate it. Like I said, for you guys, I do have a discount code, which will be in the description box down below, because we all love a good discount code. And remember, they do have a 60-day return policy, and they also have the 1-year warranty. So you're getting a little bit of security on your purchase, especially if you don't know your ring size, which is something I always seem to struggle with. I can never remember my ring size. And then I'm always trying to measure it online. And so it's nice to know if you did by accident buy the wrong size, you could return or exchange it. So next up is my extra gift kind of that I do to myself, which honestly is probably the house, for being real here, because that was a lot of money. But I did go and get a pedicure at Glory Nails, which is more in the East Bay, with my best friend, which was super nice to just relax and not be working for a little bit and just, get the spa-like treatment. And I really have decided that I really like having my nails done. At the moment, I do have on what is a gel manicure, but this actually was stickers, which I did myself, which I am very intrigued by, and I think they look really, really good. So those I can link down below as well. They are Dashing Diva. So easy to put on, and they look so nice, and they've stayed on really well, and I'm pretty hard on my nails. You don't think to myself oh, I shouldn't be doing that. I just do it and then have a tendency to chip things, so that's why I like these gel stickers. Sunnies, which I will put up a picture of because I forgot to grab them before I sat down to film, are my favorite, as always, Gucci Sunnies. I know I should probably wear another pair of sunglasses, but then I think about it, I'm the cost per wear on those sunglasses is at this point under pennies. I love them. I wear them all the time. I kind of think they're my signature sunglasses. And so I like them and I keep wearing them. And that's not a bad thing, because a lot of times we buy more expensive things and we don't use them as much as we really should. So clearly doing above and beyond on those because I wear them all the time. Next up is ready to wear, which I'm actually wearing. You can't really see it very well, so I'll put up a picture. It is my Hermes cardigan. It is a wool cardigan, and it is made in Italy. It has a very subtle H print on it, and it's more of a cropped sweater, but I'm obsessed with Hermes ready-to-wear sweaters or cardigans. I think they're actually, to me, worth the value because I wear them all the time. I put them on over things. I'm always cold. I am filming this in June, and I'm wearing a sweater. So for me, it works. It might not work for everyone else, but it works for me. Next up is my favorite SLG, which I get in these lazy ruts, and so I'm still using my Gucci compact card wallet in the Disney x Gucci collab, or I just call it the Gucci Mickey Mouse collab, because it just had Mickey Mouse all over it. This was the Disney print from, I believe it's now 2 years ago. Sometimes you can find this discounted on Joma Shop, which is great. That's where I got this piece from. I just love, as you guys know, I won't rant about it, but I love the layout of this wallet. It literally holds everything, and it is just such a great SLG piece. I don't have a ton of SLGs, which is why you see a lot of the same ones again and again. I just would rather spend my money, instead of having 2 SLGs, I'd kind of rather have 1 bag, or half a bag depending on the price increases. But I've just never been a big person of oh, look at all these fun little pouches I have in my bag. I'm really lazy and I just throw things in my bag. So next is favorite bag. And so my favorite bag has been my Hermes 2424 Mini, which is in the blue Sapphire Evercolor, and then this is Swift Blue Indigo, and you can kind of see it underneath right there is Swift Blue France, so it is actually tricolor. It is very, very cute. I'm obsessed with it. You'll have seen pictures on my Instagram. I carry it and wear it all the time because it can be worn so many different ways. I did purchase this twilly to put on the handle just because I have taken up to wanting to carry it top handle because I think it's a really cute top handle. But I really do love this bag, and I have carried it kind of everywhere. Like I said I would. Grocery store, Hermes, which sad days. My sales associate is leaving from Hermes, and she has been so great. She did refer me to another sales associate who I'm excited to work with. It's just such a bummer when your sales associate leaves and you get along with them so well, and she was so good at finding me the pieces I was looking for. So I'm a little sad about that. Next up is favorite shoes, which I'm going to put up a picture because they are getting a little, not worse for the wear, but they definitely have been worn. And those would be my Hermes Oran sandals in the gold color. I wear them all the time. I find them very comfortable. I did not have a break-in period, and I have not really stretched out the leather on them because I have skinnier feet, so they just kind of fit me out of the box. I know some people do stretch the leather, and that's totally doable if you have wider feet. In general, I find that designer shoes are not wider feet friendly, which is unfortunate because they a lot of times are cut really narrow. So even me with narrow feet will be like, oh wow, these, like, you know, I feel like my feet are kind of falling off on all sides, and I don't love that. I don't think most people love that, so I'm not really sure why they do that, but they do. And then lastly is my book pick, and I picked The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. Though in general, I think I've read all of her books, and I would recommend any of her books if you're a thriller reader. For me, I really love just like reading about Paris. I love when stories all connect at the end, which I think makes a really good thriller, and I don't think you always get that with some of the more like recent thrillers. I feel like a lot of people are just like, their thrillers are being churned out, they're very popular, they're very popular summer reads, you know, by the pool, and so sometimes I feel like there's loose strings, and I feel like Lucy Foley always does a good job of like tying them all together. This is definitely one that your library should have, which is where I ended up getting mine from, because, you know, especially with a thriller, at least for me, I don't want to read it more than once, because like I know what's going to happen unless I forget, which I will admit, I read so many books. I will solidly pick up a book and be like halfway through and be like, I've read this and I remember what happens. But in general, I don't read my thrillers again, so I do try to get them from the library or get them and then pass them on to friends. Especially as I am working on moving, books are really heavy. So they are very heavy boxes, and, you know, they're just kind of daunting to move. So I do eventually would love to put in our new house a library, but at the moment, I'll just be getting things from the library and at our new house. So I can walk to the library from where I currently live. At our new house, I can also walk to a different library, but I can walk to the library within 15 minutes, which is very exciting because after being in Europe for 2 years so much, I love to walk everywhere. I'll walk to the grocery store, library, gym, whatever's close to me, I'll walk. So I'm very excited for that. I love walkable things, which I know is not a big thing, especially in like suburbia of California. But those are my picks for June 2022. Please let me know what you have been loving this month down below. If you want to see more videos like this, or handbag reviews, handbag reveals, handbag comparisons, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video, which is twice a week. If you want to see how I style my bags, please make sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, my blog, all of which are linked down below. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys!